Hi Cancer, this is going to be your reading for March 2019. Just to say, it's so great to be back doing readings again. I think it's been about 3 months since I did readings on YouTube. As you know, I hadn't been well. I had 2 operations and also had to have 6 weeks of radiotherapy, which ended at the end of January. So these last few weeks I've spent really just recovering and healing. Obviously there were side effects from the radiotherapy, one of them being a very dry mouth, which, you know, may affect my speech at the moment, but each day, each week, there is improvement there. Okay, it's just going to take time. Also, I want to say a massive thank you to the people who continuously emailed me to check up on me and make sure that I was doing okay. I'm not going to say your names because it's very personal, but you know exactly who you are, and you'll never know how grateful I am for the fact that you took that time out of your busy schedule to think about me and ask how I was. So thank you so much. So Cancer, we're going to get straight into your reading. Oh, and just to say as well that before, when I was doing the readings, I was doing 12 readings on a weekend. But at the moment I am back working full time and I don't want to get too tired. So I've decided to do 6 readings per weekend for YouTube, and obviously personal readings on top of that. So, you know, today I'm doing yourself and 2 more for YouTube, and then next weekend I will do the last 6, and then after that I'll do the ex-partner readings. So Cancer, the issue is the 6 of Cups. So nostalgia. I'm not reading reversals, but should this card be reversed? Are we looking back at something from the past with, you know, unhappy memories? Or, you know, with the 6 of Cups being in the upright, are we looking back at the past with fond and happy memories? Because the 6 of Cups is a card of nostalgia. The thing as well, quite simply, the 6 of Cups, it can talk about looking back at our childhood, when everything was carefree, when, you know, we didn't have responsibilities. Because your effects of the past coming through is the 10 of Wands. And this does talk about feeling weighed down, having a lot of responsibility. You know, the 10 of Wands, we're almost at the end. We're almost there where we can drop that heavy load, you know, where we can get rid of a few responsibilities. But we're not quite there yet. So, you know, the 10 of Wands coming through, Cancer, is telling me that you're feeling as though you're carrying a heavy weight. It could just be that there is a lot of extra responsibility on your shoulders and you've been having to deal with that for, you know, a few months. And that has caused you to look back at your past, or is causing you this month in March to look back at your past when everything just felt more carefree and light and breezy. I don't think the 6 of Cups is talking about somebody coming back from your past. Okay, I know that it can sometimes refer to that, but I don't think that that's what we're talking about here. Now, the present, if I can pick it up, we have the Major, we have the Magician. Now, this is a fabulous card. The Magician, you know, it is about manifesting whatever it is that you want. Realizing that you've got all the tools, all the ingredients at your disposal to manifest something new. The magician, he's number one. You know, it's the beginning here, the beginning of something new, Cancer. Is it the fact that there's something new that you want to do that is in some respects putting extra responsibility on you? Because, you know, obviously that would happen if we're talking about starting a business of our own. That is going to talk about, yes, burdens and responsibilities. But the magician is manifesting whatever it is that you want. In your advice, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this page comes in, okay? The page can be messenger. And the Pentacles, as we know, it can very much deal with our finances and our career. So there could very well be an offer coming through. The Page of Pentacles, you know, some offer coming through here. Something that I think is going to be of value to you. The Page of Pentacles, if we look at the pentacle on this card, it is quite big. So it deals with something of value. You've got something new here, Cancer, coming through. Now, in the environment, we have Judgment. Now, we know that Judgment can be a card that deals with resurrecting something that we thought was dead and gone. But Judgment can also be a card that deals with feeling as though we are being judged, or are we harshly judging somebody else? See, again, I don't feel the Judgment card is dealing with resurrecting something. It could be for some of you. But I do feel that the Judgment card is dealing more with you feeling as though you are being judged. Or if you take a new opportunity here and leave something behind, then maybe you're fearing being judged. Because in your hopes and fears, we've got the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands, again, is feeling attacked. This is not something you're hoping. This is something you're fearing. But it's a feeling the need to stand up for yourself, to defend yourself, to speak up. Feeling as though others are going to come at you and attack you here. Again, maybe, as I said, feeling judged. Feeling as though others are harshly judging you. Now, moving down, we've got the Three of Swords. Three of Swords deals with heartache, sadness. It can deal with loss and breakup. Again, is it the fact, Cancer, that you are gonna bring something to an end? Are we talking about a relationship here that you want to end? And you know it's gonna cause heartache to the other person. Now, the next card, Page of Swords. This is the Truth card. Needing to speak one's truth. The Page of Swords, though, sometimes we need to question what we're hearing. Because sometimes it's not always, we think we're hearing the truth, but that's not always the case. As I said, the pages can be messengers. Messages coming through that may have already brought about this heartache there with the Three of Swords. Maybe it's you that needs to speak up and speak your truth. But maybe it is going to bring some heartache to another individual. The next card we've got is the Eight of Cups. And this is a card of walking away. Walking away from something that we've emotionally invested in. We got 8 cups. 8 cups is not too bad. But we couldn't get the 9th cup, which is wish fulfillment. So walking away here. But walking away from something that we know is either going to hurt us or is going to hurt another individual. I think really, Cancer, this is more a fear here for you, because I think it's you that's going to do the walking away. And you know that you're going to be judged harshly and possibly going to have to defend yourself. The last card you've got is the King of Wands. So it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, a Sagittarius. It could very well be. I'm not bothered about the gender. But the King of Wands is somebody that is fearless. He's the warrior. He's very passionate, very determined. So is that describing a bit of your characteristics this month? Are you taking on some of those characteristics this month, Cancer? We've got to get rid of that 10 of Wands. We've got to get rid of those responsibilities, of that burden that we're carrying. And I feel that the burden we're carrying could somehow be related to the past or somebody from the past. Now, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. And this is a card about waiting for our ships to come in. We've come from the Two of Wands at the crossroads where we need to choose a path. We've chosen a path. Now we get to the Three of Wands where we're waiting to see some results. We're waiting to see how things are going to start to work out. So look, Cancer, for me, this relationship, this reading, it seems a bit of a mixed bag here. We could, on one hand, be talking about a new job, a new career, a change in finances for some of you, alongside needing to leave a relationship behind, I feel. It may be that some of you are offered something new that is going to be, that's going to cause you to have to move far away. The thing that's weird though, well, it's not weird, but the card that you've got from the Psychic Oracle by John Holland is a major and it's harmony. And it shows two people there that presumably are in harmony. But this card also is equivalent to the Lovers. And the Lovers can be a predictor of a new relationship. But also the Lovers can be a card about commitment. How committed we are to another person and that relationship. Now, The card from the Romance Oracle, you have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And maybe that is simply what you need to do. You may very well need to forgive somebody for some sadness and heartache that they may have brought to you with that Three of Swords. And you possibly are still living in the past with that Six of Cups, and that is creating a heavy weight and a heavy burden on your shoulders. There is opportunity here for something new. You have the Magician, you have the Page of Pentacles. With judgment in the environment, maybe you are harshly judging somebody that has let you down, that has left you behind. That Eight of Cups there, you know, maybe it's somebody that ended a relationship with you. But Cancer, if you don't start to heal and release this, you're never going to be able to move forward. Okay, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Take care. Bye. Hi, Cancer.